Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Swole Science. I'm Swole Joel, a certified personal trainer, nutrition coach, and weight loss specialist. And today we're tackling one of the biggest misconceptions in fitness, that eating less is the key to getting leaner. Believe it or not, you can actually eat more and get leaner, while eating less can sometimes make you fatter. Sounds confusing, but trust me, there's solid science behind this. By the end of this video, you'll understand how your metabolism works, how muscle plays a vital role in fat loss, and why strength training and nutrition are key to achieving your goals. Let's break down why more food can actually be the answer. Most people think that weight loss is simply about calories in versus calories out. And while at its core this is true, weight loss depends on burning more calories than you consume. It's not the whole story. Your body is far more complex than a simple math equation. Here's what we often miss. Your metabolism is adaptive. When you cut calories too drastically, especially without proper strength training, your body reacts by slowing down your metabolism. Think of it like a thermostat. Your body senses that fewer calories are coming in and responds by conserving energy, making it harder for you to burn fat. So let's take a typical crash diet where someone drastically cuts their food intake and does tons of cardio. They see quick weight loss on the scale, but over time, that progress begins to slow, and eventually they hit a plateau. So what's happening here? They've slowed their metabolism by losing muscle along with fat. Since muscle is metabolically active tissue, less muscle means fewer calories burned at rest. So they're stuck, eating very little but not losing fat. Worse, when they go back to normal eating, they regain fat, not muscle. Now let's talk about muscle. Muscle is often seen as only something bodybuilders or athletes should worry about, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Muscle is very metabolically active, meaning it requires energy even when you're not moving. Muscle is expensive tissue. It requires energy in the form of calories to build it, and it requires calories to maintain it. Fat, on the other hand, is relatively inert. The more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns, even at rest. And this is where strength training really comes in. By building muscle, you're not just changing how you look, you're increasing your body's calorie burning potential around the clock. Here's a concrete example. A pound of muscle burns approximately 6 to 10 calories per day at rest, while a pound of fat only burns about 2 to 3 calories. That might not sound like a lot, but multiply that across your entire body. If you gain 10 pounds of muscle, you're burning 60 to 100 extra calories every day without doing anything extra. Over time, that adds up significantly, creating a snowball effect on your fat loss efforts. Your metabolism isn't a fixed number. It's highly adaptive, meaning it changes based on your habits. If you constantly diet by cutting calories, your metabolism downregulates to adapt to the lower intake. This is why after dieting for a while, people often hit plateaus. But here's the important part. Every individual is different. What works for one person might not work for another. Our bodies respond differently to training, nutrition, and lifestyle factors. This is why having a customized plan that's tailored to your unique metabolism and goals can be so useful. By understanding your specific needs, you can avoid the common mistakes that lead to metabolic slowdown and frustration. As a fitness professional, one of the things I specialize in is helping clients build muscle and fine-tune their nutritional targets based on their individual circumstances. The goal is to create sustainable results that fit their lifestyle. If you've struggled with hitting plateaus or not seeing the results you expect, it might be because your plan isn't aligned with your body's unique needs. With the right guidance, you can break through those barriers and start seeing real progress. So how do you break this cycle? If you've been in a calorie deficit for a long time, have hit a plateau, or are feeling fatigued, it might be time to consider reverse dieting. Reverse dieting is a gradual increase in your caloric intake after a period of calorie restriction, designed to help your body adjust and prevent weight regain. You might want to consider reverse dieting if, number one, you've been stuck at the same weight for a while despite dieting, 2, if you're feeling tired, lethargic, or notice a drop in sleep quality. 3, if you're experiencing mood swings or feeling overly obsessed with food. 4, you've noticed a loss in muscle or strength or have concerns about your hormones. The goal of reverse dieting is to slowly increase your calorie intake while strength training, allowing your metabolism to recover and begin speeding up again. One of my clients, when she first came to me, was eating less than 1,100 calories a day, doing cardio 5 days a week, and still couldn't lose fat. She hired me as her personal trainer because she was frustrated and felt like she was doing everything right, but still couldn't reach her goals. We implemented a reverse diet, gradually increasing her calories to around 1,800 while focusing on heavy strength training. At first, she was nervous about eating more. She told me that went against everything that she had been told before. But after a few weeks, she started to feel stronger and more energized. Eventually, her metabolism sped up and she was able to lose fat while eating significantly more food. This process does take time, but the results are far more sustainable in the long run. If you want to build muscle and lose fat, one of the most important things you can do is eat enough protein. This is something I really try to drive home for my clients. Protein isn't just for muscle. While it is essential for building and maintaining muscle, it also plays a key role in fat loss too. First, protein has a higher thermic effect than carbs or fat. This means your body burns more calories digesting and metabolizing protein than it does with other macronutrients. Additionally, protein helps you stay fuller for longer, which makes it easier to stick to your diet. So, how much protein is enough? A good rule of thumb is to aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of your ideal body weight. So to break that down with an example, if your target weight is 150 pounds, you should aim for 150 grams of protein per day. This might look like 2 eggs and Greek yogurt for breakfast, that's about 30 grams, 5 ounces of chicken breast at lunch, around 40 grams of protein, and maybe a salmon fillet for dinner, around 40 to 50 grams. Hitting your protein goal helps preserve muscle while you're losing fat, which keeps your metabolism from slowing down. Now let's talk about why strength training is more effective for long-term fat loss than cardio. Don't get me wrong, cardio burns calories while you're doing it, but it doesn't lead to lasting positive changes in your metabolism, and the calorie burn stops once you step off the treadmill. Strength training, on the other hand, will burn calories while you are working out. Then, after you stop working out, your body continues burning calories for the next 24 to 48 hours while your body recovers and heals the damaged muscle tissue caused by the workout. And now you have more muscle than you did before, which increases your basal metabolic rate. That means you're burning more calories even when you're resting. Over time, this leads to far greater fat loss than cardio alone. Let's say you do an hour of steady state cardio. You might burn 500 calories during that session. Sounds great, right? But once the workout is over, your calorie burn stops. Now compare that to strength training. You might only burn 200 to 300 calories during the workout itself, but the muscle you build keeps burning calories long after you leave the gym. And over time, those additional calories burned from muscle growth will lead to more fat loss. Here are some practical steps you can implement right now. Focus on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and presses. These exercises engage multiple muscle groups and are the most efficient for building muscle. Aim for rep ranges between 5 and 12 heavy reps. This means that you should pick a weight that's somewhere between 5 and 12 reps. Your muscles are shaking, burning, and screaming, and you really are fighting to complete the rep. Next, prioritize progressive overload. This means gradually increasing the weight or the number of reps to continuously challenge your muscles week after week. Don't forget about protein. Make it a point to have protein in every meal and aim to hit your daily target consistently. To wrap it up, don't be afraid to eat more if you're focusing on the right things, especially if you're eating enough protein and prioritizing strength training. The goal is to build muscle, increase your metabolism, and burn fat sustainably. Thank you guys for watching, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more evidence-based fitness tips right here on Swole Science. I'll see you next time.